Okay, welcome everyone. We are live. It is now Saturday morning here, 10 a.m. Central Time here in the United States, and it is July 9th, 2016. We always date these hangouts so everyone knows exactly taking place. I have with me with Mr. Richard Beck. Richard, how are you, sir?
Doing great, sir. Doing great from our remote location.
All right. Good. We can chat about that here in just a little bit if you want to, and as we move forward with this. And we'd like to welcome you viewers for checking in with us this Saturday morning here at DubLiHelp.com. We do these hangouts here at DubLiHelp.com strictly for the shopping experience for DubLi. This is not the, work at home, make money with DubLi. This is strictly the shopping experience. And these hangouts we do on Saturday morning, this time are just questions and answers, very casual, as you can tell. And we'll keep it 15, 20 minutes. And then I do have a little bit of content to add, a couple questions that did come in, and pretty standard, but we went ahead and answer those, and we'll get the content here in just a few minutes. And again, we do these hangouts twice a week, this time period, 10 to 10 a.m. Saturday mornings, which is just questions and answers. And then Tuesday night, Central Time, 7 to 7:30 here in the United States, where we have topics. A little bit of a problem, continue to handle a little bit of a problem here at DubLiHelp.com, this website page. It just, you can't copy it, when you do these live casts. We can't copy the page to page, so you got to redo the entire page. That's the reason why you don't see any topics. Our standard page has the topics right below this broadcast window for the dates for the entire month of July. That's going to be done this weekend, at least one time, and so and we'll probably try and figure out a way to copy. But it's you just can't do it. They changed our host Smart Pages, actually, which is a very good place to broadcast and build websites. For some reason or another, they stopped copying the ability to copy Hangouts in livecasts, but we'll figure out a way to get it done. Anyway, we'll have the topics up here this weekend for the end of the weekend for the coming month, and we're starting to get into content with DubLi now because they've opened up their new platform, a new back office for us, and we'll talk about that here in just a minute. But as we always do in these hangouts, at the very beginning, let people gather in. We talk about current events, and for just a few minutes. And Richard, anything particular you want to chat about current event wise today?
Well, in the U.S., we got the one tragedy going on is just the police shootings and the riots, and prayers go out to all the families of all involved. If we could. It's
kind of interesting to me to look into that stuff, and I know people are frustrated right now, work, money, family, and stuff, and people just crack, and just had too much,
yep.
Had enough, and I can't remember another time in my life that one specific profession, other than maybe military, is going through such a stressful time, and that's police officers. And I mean, can you imagine being a police officer right now, working a beat? Walking out of your squad room and getting into your squad car and driving up and down the street and having to pull somebody over. I got pulled over. Let me tell you a quick little story. Think about this. I got pulled over about 3 weeks ago, and my license plate was expired. Now, what happened was they issued me new license plates here in the state of Texas, and I just never put them on. I forgot about it, actually. So yeah. So good me. So anyway, when I have all these, I've got the 100 Club and died donors stickers on the back of my Xcode, but the police officer, when he pulled me over, he pulled up, and I could tell he was very apprehensive approaching. me. You know, I mean, he had his hand on the pistol, tagged and everything, ready to strike. You know, and he goes, "Your license plate doesn't even come up in the computer." And, and I didn't, you know, and I handed him my insurance and license and everything worked out fine. But, you know, we got to chatting because he realized he could let his guard down with me a little bit, you know, and so I said, you know, I guess, you know, if the license plate doesn't even show up in your computer, you know, that's kind of a warning sign. He goes, yeah, it raises it to a high level of you know, caution. And that was his polite way of saying, you know, we may have a bad one here. And anyway, you know, every single car that police officers pull over now have that same, you know, especially if it's a white, black, white, whatever color, you know, and to me that's really sad. But that profession, I had dinner last night, you know, when I'm walking out to the car with my family, you know, and a police officer was working, you know, and he was all getting up in all his gear and everything else. And I told him to be careful, you know. Yeah. You know, I mean, that's a pretty sad state of affairs, in my opinion, when, you know, when it reaches that level. But unfortunately, it has. You know, it's really sad. You don't know when, you know, these police officers don't know when somebody's going to crack. You know, what's going to happen. Yeah. You know. Did you watch any of the videos that people took that happened in Dallas the other day?
Yeah.
I mean, they had all that on video, all of it. There was probably 3 or 4 or 5 different versions of it from different angles. You know, people taking video. You know, just sad. Anyway.
Well, I'll tell you, I actually agree with Al Sharpton on one thing. Is that?
Oh my God.
He said that. You know, you got to make the penalties rougher on the cops when they do break the law. And I agree with him on that. I think they, like he's saying, oh, they want to give them more training and more this and that. Well, make them wear video cameras, but also, you know, make them understand if they shoot somebody, it's murder. It's just not a, you know, and I don't care what race you are. I just think the cops are way too, a lot of them, well, I'm in Georgia, so they're like stormtroopers. I mean, they're like Nazi marching band over here. So that's why I'm saying is they have to be neutered a little bit. And I think the way to do it is give them maximum penalties. They break the law, throw the book at them. You know, they killed the guy up there in Maryland in the paddy wagon, and the trouble was, you know, nobody's getting blamed for it. And that, I think, has been a big agitation for everybody, is that, you know, they let them off the hook. I mean, they let Hillary off the hook. It seems like if you work for the government, you can break the law and get by with it.
Now, look, let's not get into Hillary. Okay?
I know it. I mean, you know, she's a good person. I mean, she's just picked on. Everybody just picks on Hillary.
Very innocent. There was nothing wrong with what she did. You know, and she certainly will be our next president. So
and she's a lawyer, so she knows the law. So, I mean, how could she break the law when she knows the law?
Absolutely. And, you know, she was a victim and always has been a victim, you know.
Exactly. It's everybody else around her. And why are you focusing on this old stuff? I mean, that's Hillary's the cackle.
Yeah, she need to move on. You know, she's quite innocent.
Yeah, and so's Bill.
Anyway, I can go on and on.
Above reproach.
I couldn't believe that. You know, that Comley guy, the FBI guy, when he did that the other day, I just, you know, my jaw hit the ground.
Oh,
I
yeah.
believe, you know, that she
another
got
paid official.
That truly was an injustice.
Yeah,
you know,
he got bought off.
What's that?
I said Comley got bought off. Whether he got cash or prizes or promotion, or he got something in exchange for doing that, trust me. I mean, he's just as crooked as the rest of them. And that's what I say. The higher they get up in government, the more crooked they are, because they already made a deal with the devil to get there.
Yeah.
Prove me wrong. I'd love to see it.
Anyway, enough about our lovely current events here.
That's true. It's true.
Yeah. Let's
we are
move on to
DubLiHelp.
yeah. into the content here. And the content really for today from the DubLi products, the new products and services. The questions we've gotten this week still remain. When is the balance going to be rolled out, and when can we see it? And for those of you that missed our last hangout, we talked not extensively on it, but I've had conversations in the last 7 or 8 days with numerous high-level DubLi people, and one in particular shared with me that it's going to be Labor Day. It's going to be Labor Day when they start rolling, and they too want to do it. But right now they're focusing on building the shopping mall and getting as many of the inline, online interested stores online and shoppable. So that's what they're doing. They're going to roll out the new stuff right after Labor Day, and we'll have 3 or 4 months, or actually a couple months really, just to practice and get it in order for the big shopping season. So that's the update I have for today is it's Labor Day, which is September 4th. Right after September or early September, probably by mid-September, we'll continue to have that. Now, as we did also state in our last hangout, that we're not going to wait. We've waited long enough, and we're going to go back to our system of what we used to do in these hangouts, and hopefully beginning this coming Tuesday night, we'll do that. And where we actually see a topic, and a lot of topics are strictly going to be the vendors. BJ's Club, JCPenney, Walmart, some of these specialty type of stores that are in the mall, where we focus strictly on that. And, the whole deal here with DubLiHelp.com and for the viewers, is for us to share so you can maximize your cashback return, utilizing the DubLi products. And a lot of that, encompasses, the particular shopping, venue that you're using. For me, the Groupon approach has always been my favorite. And we will do that. Spend that day as a topic or a topic strictly on Groupon. Because to me that's very important, and I've learned quite a bit since the last hangout. On how to really maximize, your cashback experience, utilizing DubLi Groupon and some of the other tactics, that we use as well, especially when you travel, and you don't just have to use your city. There's other cities to work as well for specific reasons too. So we'll talk about that, one topic as well. But the main thing today, for the viewers, content-wise here is strictly the fact that not only are we getting back to business as usual with our hangouts here, but DubLi's rolling out the rest of their products, after the Labor Day holiday. So, that's what we have. So you have a little bit of screen share. Something you want to share there, Richard?
Yeah, this is. I just want to show everybody today. They've got a double cashback today, and so. That's pretty great. You always want to go in here, and I try to stop by the DubLi Mall once a day just to check out what's going on. Even if I only spend a couple minutes here, you never know what kind of deal you're going to find. And if you're serious about saving money, cash back, and finding the best for the least, you can't do better than the DubLi Mall. And look at this, up to 30% cash back at over 10,000 stores worldwide. And Sarah says, I've been a shopper for 3 years, saved $22,000 a year by doing that. Well, I haven't tallied mine up, but I know it's huge. And it's not like we're shopping at, some off-name, strip mall place. I mean, these are all top-name companies throughout the world. I mean, you got Best Buy, you got Walmart, Lowe's, Sears, Target. I mean, a Disney store. I mean, it's amazing. On one of my favorites, Newegg, PetSmart. I mean, it's incredible to get the savings that you can, and, it's up to you to get your savings, folks. And I just look at it a lot of times like an offset to my sales tax, So, like they said, DubLi makes your money count, and you can't go wrong getting, being a VIP, getting the maximum cash back, and then getting it every month on your debit card.
Right.
So, and I love the improvement they did by the categories. That was really great. I mean, that was a great move.
Yeah.
And I just clicked on automotive just to show everybody just kind of a real quick look. You get advanced auto parts. I mean, one of the biggest nationwide chains out there for auto parts. You got TireRack.com, great savings. Have your tires shipped to you, and then have somebody turn around and install them for you. So I mean, it's great savings. Once again, Sears, AutoZone. Between AutoZone and Advanced, you got two of the biggest automotive parts places in the country.
Yeah.
You get O'Reilly and Pep Boys, you got the big four. So I just can't tell you enough, folks, that if you want to save, you got to go here. RVT for my RV living, yes, definitely.
Yeah. Look at 16% too. That's pretty impressive.
That's huge. I mean, yeah, Smitty built for all your towing accessories and your Nerf bars and everything else for your 4-wheel drive or your truck. Smitty built good, tough equipment. And so, yeah. So I just get, I just want to share that with everybody this morning, is just on the automotive side. We're in the middle of summer, and guys, it's always easier to work on it in the summer than it is in the winter.
Yeah, for sure. Appreciate that, Richard. And I agree with the the different types of categories. It makes it a little bit easier versus how they had it last time. Now they got extended it and really opened it up quite a bit. With all the new categories as well. So okay, thank you very much for that. That was good. And
good.
We'll get back on track this coming Tuesday with our regular styled hangouts we've done in the past and live casts and get back to doing what we've done best in the past. So I certainly thank you for today, and thank you viewers for checking in with us today. And again, we do these hangouts twice a week, this time period, 10 to 10:30 Central Time here Saturday mornings for questions and answer and go over a few things. And then Tuesday nights from 7 to 7:30 Central Time here in the United States. We always have a topic. And I wish I could tell you what the topic's going to be for this coming Tuesday, but I don't have it in front of me, so I'm sorry.
Okay.
I apologize. But anyway, we'll be back on Tuesday, 7:30 or 7 o'clock Central Time here in the United States for a different topic. And again, these hangouts we do here at DubLiHelp.com are designed strictly for the shopping experience. And as Richard and I say throughout these hangouts, we encourage everyone to go to, all the viewers to go to go to YouTube.com or Google.com and just type in DubLiHelp.
DubLiHelp.
And you'll get a list of all of our previous, or most of our previous hangouts we've done in the past, and you can pick and choose and watch the replay, of that particular live cast. We like to keep them 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes max. For your viewing pleasure, and if you're watching this particular hangout live or replay, or possibly even listening to it on one of the radio stations we broadcast over the internet, we certainly thank you for taking the time wherever you are, wherever time it is in your neck of the woods, and checking in with us this Saturday morning here in the United States. So. Thank you again for checking in with us and viewing with us today. I wish everyone a safe, and happy weekend. And we'll be back Tuesday night for a hangout topic-wise, and we'll get it all started on that day. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, Richard. Take care, everybody. See you next time.
Take care.